Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been like a while and I'm like not home right now, but I've been getting like a lot of comments on my last video basically about how to be prepared for boot camp, for like the PT test. I get questions on the swim test, DEP, and before you go to boot camp, you know, when you go to the hotel, MEPS. I get a lot of questions on MEPS too. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't remember MEPS. I probably remember boot camp better than I do MEPS, just because like I did MEPS so early on and it's been like over 2 years, I think, that I don't really remember all that well. So I'm gonna do my best, but I can like remember a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to give like, I guess like some tips and stuff to like really get prepared for boot camp. I've been out of boot camp for a while, so it's kind of hard for me to like give you that advice because I'm not too good at like remembering things. Let's just go ahead and we'll start with like, let's do like PT because I'm really good at that. So I'll put the comment on the screen, but I'm pretty sure this girl asked me about how to be prepared like for the fitness test, like the PFA and stuff like that. They're only doing one right now, so it really doesn't matter. But if they go back to it, you do really good on the first one, you don't have to take the second one. So I always do really good on the first one so that I don't have to take the second one. For the PFA, it's a 1.5 miles, push-ups for time, not sit-ups, sorry, old Navy, and then a plank for time as well. And it's based off like age and stuff like that. I can put a link in the description that gives you the exact like times and stuff like that, the number or whatever, for your age group. But that doesn't really matter to me because I still like go over the top for no absolute reason. I think the best way to prepare for the PFA and like the physical fitness aspect is definitely run a lot. Like, to be honest, push-ups and the plank, run a lot, because I noticed when I was in boot camp that a lot of people had issues with like the running portion. I was a runner in high school, middle school, so like it wasn't hard for me, but I know it was like hard for other people. Some people told me they had never ran in their life, and I was like really lost. I was like, now I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like some people have never done like physical activity in their entire life. And that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to prepare yourself, definitely run. Like, even if you're like the slowest person on the earth, still go out and run. Do as far as you can go. Start with like, I'd say like 1/4 of a mile, 2/4 of a mile, 3/4, a whole mile, and then, you know, go from there. I know not everyone can do it right off the bat, and especially for people who struggle with, some people have like a mental block that stops them from being able to do things that they are actually capable of. If that's like one of the issues that you have, go out there and do it. Just like give it your best shot, and just know that if you don't do it the first time, you got a second time, you got a third time, a fourth. You can keep going until you get it, you know? There's no limit to what you can do, right? The only limit is yourself. Limiting yourself is the only thing that's stopping you. So definitely, back to the topic, definitely go out there and start running. I would highly recommend you run before you get to boot camp, because you're gonna be doing a lot of it. So many things in boot camp where you're gonna be like going at a fast pace, so you might as well just go out there and run and give it your best shot and see where it goes. Now, if you can't do push-ups, do the girl version. Start on your knees, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. I had girls in my compartment, they were like doing push-ups at night before bed. They do like, one day they do 10, the next day they do 20, the next day they do 30. Or they started with like 5, 10, 15, you know? They had like a system they would do so that they could get like better at doing push-ups. So start on your knees if you have to. I definitely say upper body workouts do really good for push-ups as well. And go and do like a little bit of arm workouts. You can look it up online. Certain arm workouts that are good for push-ups. I would definitely recommend doing that because that helps a lot. Upper body strength is super important when you want to do push-ups and plank, because a lot of it is upper body and core oriented. Definitely a lot of core. If you don't have a very strong core, I would definitely get a strong core, because those could help you a lot as well. Those having a strong core can get you through the plank longer. It can get you through more push-ups and stuff like that. So definitely work on like a stronger core, a stronger upper body. Do push-ups as many as you can every day before bed, before boot camp. It goes the same with the same thing with the plank. You know, it's basically the same thing. Just like you, in order to do it, you gotta at least attempt it, right? So just try it, do it, and see how far you get, you know? And you can just do however many, and then maybe like in a week's time you start timing it, and then you try and do this many in this amount of time. You know, it's just like you have to actually attempt to do it, otherwise you're not going to be able to do it, right? So definitely give it your best shot. You know, try some push-ups, try a plank. Even if you can't hold it for that long, try it, you know? I do know in depth they do like a trivia thing. I never did it, thank God. They do a trivia thing where you'll hold a plank or you'll be doing push-ups, and someone can ask you a question, ranks, general orders, stuff like that. And if you don't know it, you keep holding it, and then they'll ask you another question. If you get it right, you can get up and you go sprint. You know, I know they do that in depth. So if that helps you learn, punishment helps you learn, go ahead and do it like that as well. But those are like really good ways to physically prepare. For MEPS, I know they do like the duck walk and stuff like that. If you don't know how to duck walk, look it up. There's like a billion trillion Navy videos about how to duck walk. That is the easiest thing I've ever done. I mean, look it up. I know there's like a million videos on it, so that's super helpful. They'll probably teach you better than I ever could. For the swim test, if you've never swam in your life, I don't know how to help you. I like actually don't know how to help you. I mean, they'll teach you how to swim in boot camp. If you fail the swim test, they'll be like, okay, well, go learn how to swim. They'll put you, the pool that you learn how to swim in is like 3 feet deep. Unless you're short, you know, it's gonna be very shallow. But yeah, they'll teach you how to swim. But if you don't know how to swim, I suggest getting in a pool at least a couple times before you go to boot camp, just so you know what it's gonna be like. And if you're afraid of water, never been in a pool, or you don't know how to swim, I highly recommend you at least step in the shallow end of a pool, so that you know what it's gonna be like to be surrounded by a body of water and you're not flipping out. Because when you do the swim test, there's different things like the dead float and, you know, the life preserver with the coveralls, stuff like that. You're doing it with at least 5 or 6 people around you, and some people do freak out during that. And if you're gonna be one of those people, it kind of sucks for everybody around you, because they're getting splashed, they're getting kicked. I know I got kicked in the face when I was doing the dead float because this girl was flipping out. So if you're nervous or you're scared, just get in the water so that, you know, you make it easier on other people and yourself, because you don't want to be the one. You don't want to be the one, trust me. Because when it comes to like MEPS and stuff like that, I don't know. Because a girl asked me how she should prepare for MEPS. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything for MEPS. You know, I was already playing sports, so I was physically fit already. I didn't like do anything to prepare for MEPS. You know, I just like went. I do like the blood draw and the duck walk and the physical and everything. Male and females get physicals. You know, you pee in a cup, stuff like that. There's no way to like really prepare for that. You know, you just gotta kind of like go and do it. For MEPS, wear like plain, for girls, wear underwear that covers your whole bum, because you don't want to be walking up in there in a thong. They'll make you go home. Wear a plain bra, nothing on it, black, gray, white, and it can't be like lacy or anything fancy. Just like a plain like Walmart t-shirt bra. Something simple, because you can throw it away eventually. Like when you get to boot camp, you can just toss it, because they're gonna give you the most uncomfortable sports bras I've ever worn in my life, and they're gonna give you a set of white undies anyways, so it really doesn't matter. Same for the males. Plain boxers probably. I don't really know, I'm not a guy. You know, in boot camp they give you like guy underwear, like, you know, the ones that like cut your butt out, like the shape of your butt out. It's like, what are those called? I'll put a picture on the screen, you know. But those are just like things to consider for MEPS, you know. You just gotta go and do it. There's no preparing for that. that's kind of really it, you know. Those are like, that's like really all the things I can give you to like prepare for it, you know. I understand it's like difficult, right? I didn't go into the Navy remembering these things already. I didn't already know these things. I knew some of these things, but I didn't know all of these things, right? So I promise you that stuff's gonna be drilled into your head, and you're gonna learn it so fast. You're already gonna be learning it when you're there. So there's no reason to stress, right? Yeah, you get beat, whatever. It's a mental test. It's like all mental, right? Because my boot camp experience was pathetic. It was like so easy. And I'm not just saying that because I'm like physically fit or I'm like mentally mentally good. I'm saying it because it was legitimately so easy. It really was. The only thing challenging about boot camp for me was not being able to talk to my parents, right? Other than that, it wasn't really hard. It was just like, you know, you're in a new place, you're surrounded by people, you know, it's like, it's hard work, and that's like the whole point of it, is trying to prepare you for, I guess, like the real world aspect of the Navy, the big Navy, the fleet, whatever you want to call it. So definitely prepare yourself mentally before you get there. Prepare yourself best physically before you get there, so that you're prepared and you're not, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that before I came here? Make it easier on yourself and do these things first. And definitely don't let what RDCs or what people say get the best of you, because my RDC called us ugly. She would walk in the compartment in the morning, good morning, uglies. Like, come on. She called us clowns. She said that nobody wanted us. Like, these are just things they say because they can. None of them mean anything. Words don't have meaning unless you give it meaning. So just know that if you struggle with certain things, it's gonna be okay. Nothing is impossible. You just gotta tell yourself you can do it, and you're gonna do it. And it's gonna be fine. And you're gonna get through it, and you're gonna become a sailor, and you're gonna go on the fleet, and you're gonna do whatever job that you do. OS, AO, MA, GM, PR, whatever you do, you're gonna go out and do it. So just go ahead and do it. Enjoy the experience. It's a cool experience. You know, the firefighting is really cool. Battle stations is cool. Marlin Spike sucks, you know, but you're gonna get like a really cool experience out of it. And I definitely wish everybody who is a future sailor the best of luck. And the Navy is a extremely fun, crazy experience, and I hope you guys get to experience that and maybe even see you in the fleet. So if you guys enjoyed the video, I hope you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. I know I've been kind of slacking on the videos. I'm getting ready to leave my current duty station, so I've been taking care of a lot of things the last few months, but hopefully I'll take you guys along for when I do go to my next duty station, and I'm excited for you guys to see those videos as well. But once again, subscribe to the channel to see more, and I will see you guys in the next video.